Yes, who can forget that epic London Sevens final last year when Damon Murphy from Australia takes care of this one. Just to remind you of the state of this pool, Argentina and the USA are home and hose in terms of Cup quarter-final qualification. So Russia and Scotland here are playing for seeding in the Challenge Trophy competition on day 3 here in Hong Kong. So Russia in red, kicking to Scotland in their traditional dark blue. Hugh Blake brings that one down. And here is Dougie Fife off to Scott White. And Mark Robertson in the number 6 shirt gives it off to Jamie Farndale. Scott White back to Fife. Blake with the offload to Fleming. Fleming, loads of pace, there's James Fleming, but well looked after by the Russian defence there, and Hugh Blake's under a lot of pressure there. He's got a chest pass that away, and now Dougie Fife's under pressure. He's done well, actually. Grayson Hart, New Zealand-born player, in the number 1 shirt, back to Hart here from Robertson. Again, it goes to ground.
I mean, the tackles are flying in left, right, and centre here. But Russia piling on the pressure on Scotland in both the breakdown and the tackle zone, but so far the men in dark blue are just weathering the storm.
Yeah, really good defence so far from Russia here. They have come to play 3 games into a tournament, some tired bodies out there, but they are really standing up here. Here's Scott White to Jamie Farndale. Looks to the gap, offloads to Mark Robertson. He looks to step. Tapped on nicely there from Dougie Fife to Fleming. Fleming always looking to go round the outside with his natural speed. Penalty Scotland.
Unlucky there, Strusko obviously is the tackler, so he thinks he can get up and play the ball. But the ruck is formed. Referee Damon Murphy just calling it penalty to Scotland, and now they can just take a hugely well-earned respite, just catch their breath, because that was ferocious first 2 minutes.
Yeah, 2 minutes of non-stop sevens. James Fleming gets a little bit of attention here. Look at this. Passes completed on the series. England top of that chart. Scotland and Wales right behind them. So the home nations know how to keep the ball in hand and keep it moving. Blake gets us started to Hart. Holds up the defence. White on the run around, as is Fife. Fife runs in the direction of Fleming, who's switched wings here. Tries to offload, but it's gone into the hands of Davidov, and he now gets away. German Davidov, but that one can't quite get into the hands of Sozanov. It's gone forward, and Scotland will set a scrum.
So unlucky from Davidov there. Really lateral from Scotland, not really engaging anyone and getting turned over in the corner. Davidov busting through the tackles, and he tried that cheeky little offload out the back, and it didn't quite go to hand. That's about the only bit of possession that Russia have had.
Scotland doing without their series captain, Scott Riddell, who's rehabbing a knee at the moment. He suffered that injury in Vancouver. Here's Fife once more to Fleming. He's come back to the near side, runs straight into Sozanov, and Strusko has to come in and help out. Here's Hart. Farndale. Try score in their second match against the USA. Really were unfortunate against the USA. Scotland, they had a lot of possession in the second half, but just couldn't find a way past. Came back from 19-0 to 19-14 in that match. Perry Baker hat-trick. Look at this, Scotland have just got all the ball. Russia haven't had it yet. 26 passes to zip. Russia doing all the defending.
Yeah, absolutely right. Scotland having every bit of possession, 26 passes against this Russian defence, standing at 90% tackle rate, and that has opened the floodgate. Finally they break, and Scotland first blood.
Yeah, well taken try to Jamie Farndale. His 40th on his 7 series career. Crucial component to this Scotland team, set up by Grayson Hart.
You keep knocking at the door, eventually it opens for you, and Scotland just relentless there for 4 minutes, 5 minutes, bashing down on that Russian defensive door frame, and eventually it comes off the hinges and Farndale strolls on through.
Scott White, one of the better goal kickers on the 7 series, but that one doesn't quite make it. It'll remain at 5-0.
Really a key point worth mentioning, Scotland with all the possession and only 5 points to show for it. And Russia, they can actually retain the ball off the restart, get themselves back in the game, and have a real crack at winning this one.
Scott White, however, is a leading exponent of the restart kick, and here he goes again. That's gone very high, but as I say that one hasn't gone 10. So it'll be free kick to Russia on the centre spot. Not happy with himself, Scott.
Commentator's curse there, Rupe, isn't it? But what it does do is give Russia their first bit of possession. But they can build from this. Watch them do the little run around, tap, come across, try and drag defenders.
5.5 minutes in, they pass the ball for the first time in this match. Davidov on the near side. Dmitry Sukin goes quickly with the penalty. Referee makes them come back to exactly where the mark was. Would have liked to have gone quickly there, Russia. Referees are pretty hot on that, making sure the tap's taken from exactly on the mark. Filatov to Ostrushko. Filatov on the run around. Nice structure here on attack from Russia. Sozanov off the deck. Ostrushko takes it on the bounce. Chance here on the near side for Russia. But that one's gone forward. Opportunity missed for the Russians, and you've got to say they've been starved of possession in this game. They need to take every opportunity they get.
They do, just doesn't quite go to hand there. Davidov can't quite claw it in. If he does, that's a surefire try for me. Simple 2-on-1 that was going to result from that. What it does do now, Scotland ball. Interested to see whether or not Scott White booms this downfield. Let's Fife Fleming chase after it. He tries to put it into the Wheels' hands early.
Hart flicks it out the back nicely to Scott White. Dougie Fife. Can he offload to Fleming? Not quite. There's the hooter for half-time. Penalty decision we play on. There's a real hum around the stadium at the moment. You can hear it on the effects microphones as this day 2 in Hong Kong reaches a crescendo. All the quarterfinals of the qualifiers coming up a little later on, as those qualifying teams vie for coronation status on the series. White to Robertson. Hart. Fife to Fleming. Decides to chip over the top, over the head of Sozanov, but that one's gone out on the full, and that will be half-time. Referee calls time on 7 minutes, so Scotland have absolutely dominated. So Scott White kicks over to the far side in the direction of Grayson Hart. But Russia come down with it, and boy do they need some possession. Here's Sukin to Lazarenko. And here's Ostrushko. He's the danger man for Russia. Big, powerful man, Vladimir Ostrushko. Dart from Sukin once more, looks for Filatov. Ball goes to deck, advantage coming, came off a Scotland hand. German Davidov. Over to Sozanov. He's got the ability to break the line. Scotland, defensive line holding Shaw for now. Sukin once more to Ostrushko. Fleming with the tackle. Takes care of Ostrushko. Knock-on is the call from the referee. So good defensive work there from Scotland as Russia moved the ball from side to side, and they dealt with the Russian attack.
Yeah, outstanding work from James Fleming on the wing there. Up against the man mountain that is Vladimir Ostruško. Does so well, goes low, drives the legs, tries to force him towards the touchline, uses that touchline as his friend and forces Ostruško to try and make that pass, spills it on, good turnover.
Reinforcements coming on for Scotland, Bobby Beattie, also Joe Nyathebu. Picked up an excellent try against the USA this morning.
I really like that Nyathebu. Just delivers the unexpected all the time. Sure, he can be a tiny bit reckless at times, but he's got magic in his feet when he wants to.
Good experienced player playing in his 24th event now. Joe Nyathebu. He'll look to make an impact here. As with Bobby Beattie, who boshes it up in midfield. Here is Nyathebu. Showed good alertness there to pick up the loose ball. Hart. Here's Scott White. Fleming. Time and time again, he's looked for an opening. Out on the fringes, but the Russian defence has been up for it. Grayson Hart shows and goes. Just over the halfway line. Nyathebu. He's got Robertson outside him, Joe Nyathebu, but inside him, he's got Bobby Beattie. Bobby Beattie is taken care of by Sozanov. Great covering tackle from the Russian. Nyathebu's almost there, looks for the offload. Can't quite find it. Good counter-ruck from Russia here if they turned it over. Yes, they have excellent work, but that's gone to ground from Sozanov. Gone backwards, said the referee. And here is Sozanov. Inside ball. No one in front. Russia are away. It's Lazarenko. And Vladislav Lazarenko runs away and dots it down for Russia. And there are players bent over all over this sevens field.
Well, it's exhausting work. Scotland was so close to scoring, and Russia just making that crucial turnover at the breakdown. And this is what results from it. They go pretty much the full length of the field. Well, you've got to look at here as well. Mark Robinson comes over for Scotland, covering to try and force the kicker out wide. Knows that it's 5-all. Difficult kick here for Ostruško.
Vladimir Ostruško with the kicking responsibilities, and he makes very good contact indeed. And that is the go-ahead score for Russia. 3 minutes and 10 seconds left in this match, and that could prove crucial.
I really can. This Russian side have been starved of possession, living off scraps, defensively backing themselves, but that just shows the importance of these conversions. 3 minutes left on the clock. 2-point lead for Russia.
Ilya Babayev gets us restarted. And Ostruško coming through, wins the ball for Russia. It's actually Filatov. Ostruško's on the near side here. Here's Davidov. Babayev stretches. Ball over to the far side. Kapelin's out there. Zivatov. Here's Babayev once more, searching for an opening. Filatov. And you could see the applause from Scott White, looking for the penalty, and they got it, Scotland, at the breakdown. And can they respond here? Streaking away is Darcy Graham, but again, it's good cover defence from Russia. Penalty coming their way once more.
What a cover tackle from Ostruško there. Summoning every ounce of energy that he has to get back and make a crucial tackle on Graham to get the turnover. Otherwise, it was a surefire try. Graham's footwork was majestic, glides through, there he is. The big man mountain gets his paws around him, brings him to ground, and then straight over, they win the penalty. Great work from the Russians.
Great energy, isn't it? I mean, these players are almost out on their feet. Plenty of humidity here today in Hong Kong. It is hot. And these players are putting A big shift in, none more so than that man getting some magic spray on the knee, Vladimir Ostrushko.
Well, let's hope it keeps him in one piece, because he's just saved his side and their lead at the moment with that incredible defensive effort.
All-time leading try scorer for Russia, Vladimir Ostrushko, actually scored the 40,000th try earlier today in the history of the HSBC World Rugby 7 series. Two points the difference. 90 seconds to go. Russia have the line out. Time off again, says the referee. There will be a change.
Don't be surprised, dear Rupert, if Scotland throw up Mark Robertson at the front. They want to put pressure on the line-up throwing of Sukin here.
They do contest Scotland and they win the ball, but into touch there is Blair Kinghorn. So it'll be another line out to Russia. Word on Mark Robertson. He's playing his last Hong Kong Sevens this weekend, the Scotland #6. Team GB Olympic silver medalist. He has been a great servant to this Scotland team. Mark Robertson playing his 54th event on the Sevens World Series. But they're down by 2, Scotland. They need the ball. They need to find something. Fill it off. Gets the handoff going, and Scott White goes in for the turnover. Doesn't quite manage it. 35 seconds to go. Russia in control. Davidov, he's been impressive in this game. Bondarev. Ostrushko spreads it to Filatov. Over on the far side, it's Kapelin, and will he streak away? Yes, he will. Scotland have had to do a lot of defending in this second half. And that's an excellent score for Russia. And with the clock ticking down into the red, Alexei Kapelin may well have sealed it for them.
This is all about Russian wheels. Look at him go, just absolutely outstrips both defenders. Blistering pace, and with he confirms the Russian win. Top effort from that man. What amazing defensive effort from this Russian unit.
Well, they soaked up so much pressure in the first half, didn't they, Russia? They hardly had any ball at all. It was real rope-a-dope stuff from them. And they have won this game, their first victory of the weekend. Russia have beaten Scotland by 14 points to 5.